Hi, my YouTube friends. So, I wanted to give a little more information about my indeterminate cherry tomato that's growing indoors in my apartment garden. So, I didn't plan on planting. It was what you call a volunteer. And as I'm here, I see another little seedling that, what do they call it? That I must remove because this plant is in a 5-gallon bucket. Yes, and I still have a heat mat there. My little tomato cozy, I call it. Because it's still cold, it's still chilly, still very cold. And I want to give it as much heat as possible. I don't want any shock or anything like that. Now, I'm not used to growing an indeterminate tomato, of course, so I'm getting a little anxious about the water. How much water? Because if you don't give enough water, it could just lead to all sorts of problems, like blossom end rot. You know, where the tomatoes get that black bottom, among other things. Anyway, so I'm about to remove some of these leaves because they're not really serving any purpose other than, shade, and they don't need shade because they're going inside. I want to talk about what I feed it. So I started this soil with my compost because I do also have a worm bin that I grow worms myself, and I use my own worm compost, along with just a regular bag soil from the store. And I added bone meal way like weeks in advance, and some all-purpose fertilizer, like that Dr. Earth. And then I also water it to begin with the 511. That's the fish fertilizer. I dilute it completely. It doesn't smell or anything like that. And that's what air fresheners are for. So I use that. And I have a cat, so she would go crazy and dig around, and she doesn't do that. So I dilute it and use it in my tomato. The light is Viper Spectra. I've had this light now for about 4 years now, almost as long as I've started my apartment gardening, and it works pretty well. I've grown tomatoes, peppers, eggplant, lots with this light. It's very good. My favorite used to be this light. I don't remember the information, so I'm showing what I can. I have to look up the information on this one. I've had it the longest, longer than I've had my Viper Spectra. Anyway, I just wanted to share a little more about this indeterminate cherry tomato that I'm growing. I'm beginning to appreciate the reason why they put these tomatoes in cages, because I am running out of space for it. I'm finding that I need to put more support, ways of getting support. I think I'm gonna wind up using a lot of twine to pull it together to get it under more control. Get a little more control happening. So, yeah, I just wanted to give an update on my indeterminate tomato, and it's still growing. Let me just, as I'm here, I can remove some of these leaves while I'm here, because as I said, they really don't have a purpose anymore except shade. They're just taking energy away from the tomatoes. So I'm gonna do some snip snip. And I see people do this. So I don't think I'm that far off. There's another one here with, yep. I mean, it's still growing with so many blossoms.